Started to feel like shit heading to the worst. I wouldn't even make a dial if you put me on the climb. Let me be there for a while. When I look into your eyes, I don't see the same smile. Probably blame me for the drugs I was on before you found me.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Matt B, aka Piff. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking out another video. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Shout out to my new subscribers and my subscribers who've been here since day one. I love you all. Like this video so we can at least get a couple more people to check this video out. Share this video to any of your platforms. Don't matter if it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Share this video. Comment down below and tell me what do y'all think about this interesting topic here. So I know a lot of y'all seen by now, or maybe some of y'all are not aware of who Dr. Umar Johnson is, but you know, a lot of people will want you to think that he's one of the biggest scammers of the pro-black pan-African movement or whatnot, but you know, that's not here nor there. A lot of the things that this brother says, I do agree with. I do support a lot of his things. Now, as far as the Frederick Douglass and the Marcus Garvey and all that stuff, that's a story for another day. But on this instance, man, because we're all aware of who Kevin Samuels is, and we're aware of what they call the Manosphere. And I used to check out a lot of these videos, even though I'm not in the dating scene. I'm not one of those brothers who need to listen to other men and able to, you know, have interactions with women. That never has been a problem, and I don't hate black women or, you know, look at black women how these brothers do. And the fact that he called these brothers out and called them simps, it's nothing but, it couldn't be more further from the truth. But y'all know what we gonna do. We gonna play these slides and I'll be right back.
Right? You mean Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who has 2 children by 2 different women he never married? Dr. Umar Johnson, the guy that for the last 10 years has not built brick one of a school he's collected money from. Dr. Umar, hold on, ma'am. Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who calls you queen, mother, goddess, and all this other kind of stuff.
Black women, I count about a dozen. I'm gonna call them the dirty dozen of division. The triple D, the dirty dozen of division. There's about 12 members of the dirty dozen of division, 12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. I can't appreciate black men trying to make a dollar off of making black women feel bad. And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating. They're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. No black woman should ever subject herself, even for amusement, to another man's condemnation. And what makes the condemnation so ridiculous for me, it's mostly superficial. Most of the assessment is superficial, brothers and sisters. It's superficial. You weigh too much. You don't have the right body type. You don't have enough education. You don't make enough money. This is European standards. This isn't African. That's not who we are. And black women are subjecting themselves for this because they want a black man so bad to publicly validate them. They're taking a chance at being totally humiliated because they're so thirsty to have a black man publicly validate them. That's why you're doing this, black woman. See, I want you to understand and overstand. The same reason you go on these YouTubian beta male so-called life coaching platforms, the same reason you go on these YouTubian beta male so-called life coaching platforms is the same reason you stay in abusive relationships. It's the same reason black women stay in abusive relationships. It's the same reason black women stay. Why do black women stay in a relationship where she's being exploited sexually, emotionally, or financially?
So, comment down below and tell me what y'all think about either or, Dr. Umar or what Kevin Samuels has said. I'm sitting back myself wondering who this dirty dozen that he speak of. I mean, we can talk about O'Shea, which I think is one of the biggest Simps of them all, but you know, he do bring good content. Not talking about the stuff that he talk about, but he do bring good content to his channel. So I do believe that O'Shea could be one. We got MTR, what's that, mediocre turtles and reviews. And you got people like Sinful to P, and we can just name a few more of them. It seems like ever since Kevin Samuels hit the scene, man, the Manosphere has shifted in the direction of one voice. I thought as people, we would all want to be at the top. We would all want to be the elder. We would all want to be the OG. We would all want to be the best of the game. But it seems like since Kevin Samuels, like I said, since Kevin Samuels has hit the scene, has went viral, you know, or whatever, we have a lot of bandwagoners. I don't want to talk about, you know, everything that, you know, people been talking about far as, you know, Kevin Samuels may be gay or whoop-de-woo, but I can say that there is a lot of deriding going on when it comes to the Black Manosphere. And I just also wanted to add too that I find it ridiculous, and it really shows a problem that's going on in our community as far as women not being raised correctly, and men as well. You can tell a lot of these women wasn't raised by the right women just because of the attitudes that they have, the type of questions they ask, the type of demeanors that these women have when they call into these shows. I sit back and I wonder, like, how does any of this even get the attention of millions of people, or thousands of people, or whatever? How does ignorance like this get the attention of thousands of people? I don't have a problem with the Manosphere at all. I just feel like a lot of the things that are going on in our communities, these brothers could be speaking on that. But like I said, to me, honestly, it looked like that, you know, when it comes to the Fresh and Fit podcast, and even Alba and Preach now bringing women on their shows, if these men would have never had these different type of platform, these women would never be on these guys' shows or give these guys the time of the day. I feel like any of these women who come on these shows are just trying to get some attention for themselves. That's why these women are so disrespectful, because they don't respect these men in the Manosphere. I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm not here to choose side or say who's wrong and what. I just look at it like there's a lot of things that we could be trying to talk about. We got bigger issues in our communities other than women trying to find high value men. And a lot of these women who are trying to find high value men are not high value themselves. I mean, and you can just look in the streets and see for yourself what's going on in these different communities for black people. So I'm just saying, if Kevin Samuels really cared, or if MTR, O'Shea, if any of them really cared about what's really going on in the community, I can understand they talking about dating situations, but they would also speak about these women who are out here looking for high value men, single black women. Just look at the communities and see what the communities is going, see what's going on in the communities, all because of single black women. And I wanted to add too, man, I hope, because one of these guys I do like, dating coach, which is Coach Greg Adams. And I seen a meme that, he's waiting and sitting back and waiting on what Umar list of the Dirty Dozen is. And I hope that Umar doesn't come for Coach Greg Adams, man. I really like him. At all them brothers, man, I don't think that he's part of the Manosphere. And I don't think that he's considered to be put under Kevin Samuels. I also want to say before I get out of here, man, Osei Jackson, man, he really looking like a big groupie and a big B word. Before Kevin Samuels went viral, O'Shea was outpacing Kevin Samuels and MTR. But ever since they brought Kevin Samuels to the scene, they're all now failing to even pull half of his crowd. Love y'all. Peace.
Started feel like shit, hand to the worst. I wouldn't even make a dial if you put me on the climb. Let me beat up for a while. When I look into your eyes, I don't see the same smile. Probably blame me for the drugs. I was on them before you found me. Seem like everybody judged me, so I ain't worried.